As you all know, Nintendo announced that the Wii U and the 3DS is going offline this year as early as April. It really feels like an end of an era, and just last March, the eShop closed down, making it impossible to purchase anything digitally on these consoles. In today's video, I'm going to show you something very important to do before the servers go offline.
Many fun features on the 3DS and Wii U require internet access. One of these features include transferring your Pokemon to the most recent Pokemon games or console. So what happens when servers go offline? The Pokemon you loved or journeyed with all these years is now stuck on your old console. I'm going to show you how to make sure that doesn't happen. The way to transfer your Pokemon from DS or 3DS games require these two softwares, Pokemon Bank and PokeTransporter. You would have to already have this software downloaded onto your 3DS because you can no longer purchase new software since the eShop closed last March in 2023. For DS games such as Pokemon White and Pokemon Black 2 that I have here, you send your Pokemon to PokeTransporter, then over to Pokemon Bank. Make sure you have the compatible game inserted into your 3DS before using PokeTransporter or else it will not work. And then you place the Pokemon that you want to send to Pokebank in box 1, and you do this by just going to the regular game and placing a Pokemon in box 1. And to do this, you just go to the Pokemon Center and you go to the computer and you deposit your Pokemon, and that's how you put it in box 1. For 3DS Pokemon games such as Pokemon X, Pokemon Moon, and Alpha Sapphire, you have to use Pokemon Bank. And there's a couple more options in Pokemon Bank than PokeTransporter, and that's because you can send this to Pokemon Home, which is the newest Pokemon storage, and this is for the Nintendo Switch. And as you can kind of see on my screen, it says move Pokemon to Pokemon Home, and you're going to press that button, but first you have to make sure you have some Pokemon in your box that you want to transfer over, just like I showed in PokeTransporter. And we're just going to select a Pokemon that we want to move. So once we selected the Pokemon we want to send to Pokemon Home, we just put it up here and then click the X button to save. Once you have done that, you will get to this page and you select which boxes you want to send to Pokemon Home, and then you will get a moving key displayed in Pokemon Home, and that is how you send it over. So again, for this to work, you have to have already downloaded Pokemon Bank and PokeTransporter before the eShop closed last year, and you also need a stable internet connection. Then you are able to transfer your Pokemon. Also, an important note, once you transfer your Pokemon out of these games to Pokemon Home, you can no longer transfer them back to the original games, so make sure this is what you really want to do. I will also place a helpful chart that I found on Reddit on the screen so you guys can get a better understanding of how you can transfer your Pokemon and which ones can be sent back and which ones cannot. And if you guys would like a very in-depth video about how to do this process, because I know it can be confusing, just let me know in the comments and I'll definitely make a separate video. Also, it's important to note in the same article it says it will still be possible to use online services for the following software, but that may also end at some point in the future, and PokeTransporter and Pokemon Bank is listed, but I would do this still because we don't know when they're going to get rid of these two and if they'll announce it, so it's always just good to be ready.
I hope this video is helpful to you, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And I will miss the 3DS and the Wii U era, but I can't wait to see what Nintendo has in store for us next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!